Dobie.
Welcome to the only podcast about the many loves of Dobie Gillis, or as I call it, Top Bat My Lodge, which is also what I do when I want to make my remote accommodation a little bit more fancy. I'm Len, and I'm joined by Cardo. How you doing, Cardo?
Pretty good.
My original script says Cardo's never seen Dobie Gillis before, but
Yeah, I watched it.
he watched it because of our poor communication.
I've never seen a podcast about a show, and I thought, I didn't know they... Because I didn't know that they didn't watch it first, and then they watched it, and it's like, you're joining the experience with them. I thought I'd have the experience without everyone, and then I'd come in with like a baseline.
You're kind of robbing us of the relatability that we were going to have. Because it was going to be like, people who haven't seen it before would
Also
be...
haven't seen the show.
Yeah.
I get it. Actually, I get it now.
So, everyone who wants to follow along, I reckon pause it right now and watch the episode now. So
Yes,
then we'll...
Stop right now.
Yeah. And then please come back. Just keep it paused in the other tab. And then it's all on YouTube. You can just look up Dobie Gillis Season 1 and it'll have the whole playlist. Then watch it and then come back. And then we can like regain the relatability.
Yeah, I feel like relatability is something that once lost, it's kind of one and done, right? Like, Elon Musk did the salute, and then he was like, oh, guys, I also play Path of Exile, just like you guys. But, like, that didn't really pan out. People were like, yeah, but you did the salute, you know?
Yeah. And you watching the first episode without the viewers is on the same level as that. So, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. All
right, let's just scrap the whole thing.
Cool.
Okay.
That's said and done.
Dobie! Alright, so we watched Season 1, Episode 1, Caper at the Bijou.
Yeah.
This episode came out on September 29th, 1959.
I swear they say Bijou in the episode.
No, they don't.
They don't?
Everyone's seen it already. They paused it and watched it, Carter. You can't get away with this kind of nonsense.
Fool them, bro.
Yes, you are.
I watched it, only a few hours ago. I swear to God.
They definitely...
They don't say the Bijou. Maybe they say the Bijou. The jackpot of the Bijou.
Yeah. So this episode came out in 1959, September 29th. That week, the original The Mummy, starring Christopher Lee, was released.
You're kidding.
Typhoon Vera hit Japan. And the Sultan of Brunei published a new constitution. So big things going on that week.
Yeah, huge.
Have you seen the original The Mummy?
I have not seen any Mummy property, and up until...
What? All right, we're changing the podcast.
Up until watching, I think it's called like Found Family or something, starring Brendan Fraser. That was a recent film. I'd also seen no Brendan Fraser content in my life, as far as I understand. Anyway, didn't watch The Whale. Didn't watch The Big Comeback. The Whale.
George of the Jungle.
Nah.
Whoa.
So we got a lot of... We can spin our wheels and switch this podcast up many a time.
Yeah.
For a lot of firsts for me.
Yeah. Oh my God. You gotta watch George of the Jungle 2.
Specifically the second one.
Yeah. They recast Brendan Fraser as somebody else.
Oh, what the fuck?
But they brought in...
Beat that.
You want to beat that? You want to keep this PG?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like since our subject matter is kind of wholesome and old-fashioned, cheesy TV for the whole family, we should probably be pretty chill about it. Not get too raunchy,
No, they don't get raunchy in the episodes that I've seen.
Yeah, you wait. But they brought in... The villain in George of the Jungle 2 is the guy who plays Sandman. And that's the first role that I've seen him in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah. I already saw him as villain before seeing Spider-Man 3, which I think is a very unique experience for people. I think I'm one of the few people in the world who grew up on George of the Jungle 2. Not number 1, number 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very odd that you haven't seen The Mummy, the classic seminal, iconic film, The Mummy. Not the Christopher Lee one, the Brendan Fraser one.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. I would ask what it's about, but I think I get it. I haven't seen National Treasure either. I haven't seen. There's a lot of shows and movies I haven't seen.
Yeah, there's a lot that I haven't seen either.
Yeah.
I pretend to be some kind of pop culture expert. I like to think that I'm nebula coded, but I'm really not.
What made you discover Dobie?
So this feels like it's gonna
Is that a spoiler for me? Like what?
sort of, but yes, I'm into classic sitcoms. I loved. Oh, what made me get there? I think after I watched the famous 80s and 90s ones, I think I went from The Nanny to the Dick Van Dyke Show, and then that made me like fall in love with the black and white, like 60s style sitcoms. Yeah, after the Dick Van Dyke Show, I watched the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and then I watched Dobie Gillis right after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was.
Was that some time ago then?
Yeah. This was probably 3 years ago.
Shit.
But it's still burned into my mind.
Fresh in your brain.
Yeah. Rewatching it was quite nostalgic for like that time in my life where I was unemployed, and so I had so much time to just watch all of these shows like all day, just sitting out on the back veranda, like smoking cones and watching these shows. My parents being like, "Oh, you're gonna do something today?" And I was like, "I got 6 episodes of That Girl to watch."
Yeah. He might get with Talia this time. And if I'm not there to see it.
I love you mispronouncing every single thing in that.
Talia?
Like,
Talia?
They call her Thalia in the...
Oh, that's what they do. Yeah. Man, see, that's how bad my memory... This is like...
You watched it this morning.
Yeah, I did. That's how bad my memory is, man.
In this episode, Dobie is desperate for money so he can take Thalia to the junior prom. He and Maynard hatch a plot to dishonestly win $100 at the Bijou Theatre on jackpot night. Before we get to the segments, Cardo, what are your first impressions? Which is what I was going to say because we had just watched it, so it would be your first impressions, but now you've had time to percolate. So what are your thoughts in general?
Well, very positive for one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. I especially like the parent characters. I think, because there's so much heart in it. Happens in both the first 2 episodes where like Dobie leaves the room and then they have a conversation about how like, oh, we should let him run free, and oh, you were like Dobie when you were younger, and then the dad will be like, oh, no, I'm not. Oh, actually, yes, turns out I actually exactly was.
Yeah.
And I love that wholesomeness about the show.
You're going to love this show.
And, oh, good. And it's also, I don't know. But one thing that, and not to jump ahead, but this is just on my mind right now.
Yeah. Nah, go.
I thought, based on the title of the show, that every episode would be about a different girly pop.
Yeah, you would think that, wouldn't you?
I would think that. And perhaps we're only 2 episodes in. So, there might be many on the list.
There may be.
But, I thought it was going to be like, at Seinfeld, they're like seeing a different person every episode.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, until we get to like Susan.
Yeah, there's some permas. But, I loved it. But I had to stop myself from just like keeping on going.
Oh,
On the YouTube playlist. This show available for free.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sick. Because I don't know where else you would get it otherwise.
Yeah. Not every episode is available. When you get to the later seasons, there are 4 seasons. When you I think in the playlists for seasons 3 and 4, as far as I recall, there are a few episodes missing here and there. So I torrented it. I mean, I didn't commit any crimes.
Yeah, you acquired it from...
I bought the DVD box set.
Yeah.
Which I assume exists.
Yeah, or you found it, or whatever. You acquired it in some fashion.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a tape.
I watched it on
I
VHS,
watched it on VHS.
which that box set probably exists more likely than the DVD box set.
Yeah, I would assume so. What did you
Oh,
like about it when you first started watching it?
I mean, I was expecting it to be really stupid.
Had you researched much of it before? Because I'm coming in very, very blind, but you have all this background knowledge about Dick Van Dyke Show, all this
Yeah.
that you were watching.
I knew a little bit about it, and I had heard that sitcoms from this era were not especially clever, and this started before the Dick Van Dyke Show, and everyone goes, "Oh, the Dick Van Dyke Show is so clever. It was like the first sitcom that actually had good writing," and it's like it's a bit of an overstatement.
Yeah.
So that's my hot take to the classic sitcom community.
So you wanted to be hipster. You were like, let's find something before the Dick Van Dyke Show, so that I could act superior online.
Yes. I've always been a contrarian hipster.
Yeah. And now when this naturally explodes because we're two charismatic young gentlemen, everyone's going to go, nah, Dobie did it first. And then you'll have to find something before this. That, I don't know, something that this show was meant to pioneer. And so on until we're back to cave drawings.
Yeah. Wow, that is insightful. Now I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back further. If you go back much further than this, you end up with radio sitcoms.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd watch a podcast or listen to one on a radio sitcom. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because they were doing the whole stupid family shtick for 30 years before it came to TV. All right, this is the next segment. It's called Does Cardo Recognize?
Oh, fuck.
And now that I'm hearing it, you've never seen anything.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think Cardo does not recognize.
I probably do not recognize.
Did you recognize Maynard, the actor who plays Maynard G. Krebs?
No. I didn't recognize him. I didn't recognize any of the actors. They were total strangers to me.
Whoa. So as soon as I first saw this show, I was like, holy shit, that's Gilligan. It's the Gilligan from Gilligan's Island. Yes.
Oh, shit. I've never seen much of Gilligan's Island, but I've heard it's legendary.
Yeah. It's it's one of the silliest, most cheesy, schlocky shows of all time. And Bob Denver, who plays Maynard, is perfect for it.
I can see that.
Yeah. In Gilligan's Island, he plays a more, if you can believe it, an even more bumbling and inept character.
He just describes himself as beat in episode 1.
Yeah.
He just says, I'm from a beat generation.
Yeah, the beat generation.
Yeah.
He's one of the first beatnik characters of, and one of the first teenage characters to have their own personality, apart from being Mom, Dad, I want to be like you someday. He's he's at the time he was a radical character. He was this is the 60s version of Euphoria.
Yeah, I mean, what struck me in episode 1 and 2 is how completely disinterested in women he seems to be. Especially compared to Dobie, whose first impression with Thalia was oh my god, am I gonna like this show?
Yeah.
They really overdo it on him, being oh my god, you're beautiful, I'm gonna fucking follow you around forever, you're so life-changing, so creepy.
God, dude, Dobie is like that with every single woman that he meets.
Yeah, it's relatable, I'll say that. But, yeah.
Yes, I remember being a teenager and having that reaction to seeing any woman.
Yeah.
He is kind of creepy, but he has what turns out to feel like an endearing, innocent charm to him eventually. Oh, well, in my opinion.
It comes through early on. I think they, even from episode 1 to 2, they toned down the obsessiveness of it a little bit, but it was good that they opened strongly like that so we could see what his flaws are.
Yeah, yeah, and I think at the time they didn't see that as a character flaw. I think it was just more like a character trait.
Yeah, I agree. I think that kind of thing was just kind of endearing. Even she mentions it in the episode. She's like,
Yeah.
"You're completely hopeless, and that would make me fall for you."
Yeah.
Whereas like now that would just be like cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a new sitcom would play that entirely as like this person needs to like grow the fuck up, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, Thalia is, at the time she was kind of demonized as like shallow and gold digging, but we see that she is way more mature really than Dobie.
Oh yeah, in many ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gold digging part feels almost like it's not even a part of her character, because even as early as like episode 2, she's like, yeah, I like money, but I really like initiative, which will get me money in the future. And I'm like, it's so handy.
Yeah. The way she says initiative. like 10 times she says it like that.
Yeah. But I can't, I'm not going to throw shade at a queen for chasing the paper, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like in the 60s, they were definitely throwing shade at the queen for anything that they could find.
Yeah.
So since you said you didn't recognize anyone, I'll say that I'll skip asking you if you recognized Winnie, Dobie's mother.
Oh, heavens no.
She's played by Florida Freebus. Who plays the timid and repressed Mrs. Bakerman on the Bob Newhart show. You may know the late great Bob Newhart as Professor Proton from The Big Bang Theory.
Nope.
No? You haven't seen those like 2 episodes that he's in?
I've seen the first season of The Big Bang Theory, and then like whenever it was adjacently on.
Okay.
By happenstance. But I wouldn't have recalled him. What kind of...
His character was a Bill Nye style TV scientist that Sheldon watched growing up and idolized.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I discovered the Bob Newhart show from a show called Taxi. Are you familiar with Taxi? You know how to Taxi?
No.
Taxi is one of the earliest roles for Danny DeVito.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How old was he then? Like,
probably in his 30s. This was right after One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it was also the show that popularized Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
And Christopher Lloyd's character, Jim Ignatowski, is obsessed with the Bob Newhart show. And the Kramer of the Bob Newhart show is played by Bill Daly, who also plays the bumbling best friend in I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh, a show I have seen.
Yeah?
A reasonable amount of. In the mornings, on weekends. I remember it used to be on.
Yes!
I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched was a back-to-back.
Yes! I used to love that back-to-back. And I Dream of Jeannie was a response to Bewitched, because Bewitched was so successful on, I forget which channel, but one channel, that the other channel was like, oh, we need to have something to compete with Bewitched.
Yeah.
And they created I Dream of Jeannie. And they auditioned like hundreds of people to play Jeannie, because they were looking for a brunette Jeannie, because they wanted it to be different from the blonde Samantha in Bewitched. And they couldn't find one who worked, so they ended up going with Barbara Eden, who plays Jeannie. That was just part of my like Wikipedia rabbit hole that I was going down. I ended up watching the first few episodes of I Dream of Jeannie, and there was the protagonist, Tony. He actually, in the first couple of episodes, he has a fiance who, there's like a whole love triangle thing going on between the 3 of them in the first couple episodes, and then it just gets written out of the show completely.
Damn.
We just never see the fiance again.
Well, she had stiff competition.
Yeah. With someone who can literally make anything happen.
Yeah.
And she's like a perfectly nice character as well. So it's like, you don't want to see an upstanding, astronaut, a guy who works
Yeah.
for the military,
Yeah.
to leave his perfectly nice fiance, who's the daughter of the fucking lieutenant general or something like that, and like call off the wedding, the inevitable call off the wedding episode with her, just to run away with this very exoticized, fetishized, like immature.
Yeah, the optics there are not great.
Yeah.
I can see why they would just kind of like ditch that one.
Yeah, they wrote themselves into a corner there. Yeah. So I've got some trivia as well, as if that wasn't trivia enough. So Bijou is French for jewel, and it was like a generic thing to name a cinema back then, like how we have a lot of cinemas called the Palace or the Odeon or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Bijou. So I was really confused about that when I first watched the episode. I don't know if that's right.
I was wondering. Because it did stand out to me, because I was like,
it stood out to you, but you
but I misremembered how it was pronounced apparently. Maybe it stood out to me in such a way where I was like, I needed to whiteify it and just not whiteify it, Americanize it and turn it into a word that made sense to me.
Yeah. Your brain just couldn't comprehend.
Nah, it had to be the Bayou.
All right, and you know the bit where Maynard is playing the piano? He starts playing Gershwin on the piano. He's absolutely not playing that piano. If you look at where his hands are and what notes are being played, there's no close. On the poster for the junior prom, it says that the tickets are 5 cents, but then Thalia says the tickets are $5.
Oh, yeah.
I hope somebody got fired for that blunder.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I couldn't find anything. I really tried. I was trying to figure out if that symbol for cents used to be the symbol for dollars or something like that. But no, it seems like it was just a goof.
Can't believe they were ticketing a junior prom. You know what I mean?
Yeah!
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. None of my formals were ticketed.
I actually calculated how much that $5 back then would
I was wondering.
convert into. I'm going to ask you how much you reckon it would be.
Fuck, man.
$5 in 1959.
In 59. So it has been 60, 70 odd years. Oh my god.
It's been 67 years.
6, 7.
Okay, it's been 66 and a half years.
Let's just say that is now $50.
Well, you're pretty close. It converts to, in American dollars, $56.74.
Not bad.
And in Australian, that's $80.60.
Oh my god.
Imagine the tickets to your junior year 11 prom being $80.60.
And then you have to arrange the taxi that's on fire as well. That he mentions that he's there to rent. I can't remember. He says something's going to be on fire, and then he also says the taxi will be on fire, and he just commits to everything that she imagined.
Yeah.
Immediately realizes.
And the corsage.
And the corsage. No, I don't wear those.
Yeah.
For me, dummy.
Classic cat. And then, all right, let's extrapolate from that. If those $5 tickets converted to $56.74, that $100 jackpot, how much would that be?
Well, that's just a math grade. So that would be 56 times 20, so times 10, 560. So it'd be like roughly $1,100, right?
Yeah. It's $1,134, which in Australia.
My memory is not so good, but my maths is reasonable.
That's killer. You got to use maths somehow to improve your word memory.
Unlikely.
Someday AI will think up a way to do that.
I think my memory is very rules based and stuff. Like, I know things about health insurance because I work in health insurance, and that's very rules based. I can remember that very easily. And then when I play a board game, I usually have to look through the book like once, and I'm like kind of good. But then like names and faces and events are just tough. And I've always had an issue remembering like history. Like you or our mutual friend Busby will lecture to us about history. and I'll be like, this is so cool. This is amazing. Like this and how it's being told. I'm totally going to make an effort to remember this so I can tell someone else, and it never eventuates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sort of the opposite, where I can remember the vibe of stuff and the way that it makes me feel, and then I try to say the actual information that was in it, and I'm like, I can't quite recall that. But names always, because I'm obsessed with like linguistics and language stuff in general, names make me, every single name makes me feel something.
Yeah.
Like Thalia, I was like, oh, that's, when I first watched the show, I was like, whoa, Thalia, that's such a weird name.
I was like, oh, Talia.
Yeah. I know people called Talia.
Yeah.
I remember Talia from primary school.
Maybe you attach it to something linguistically, whereas I have to attach it to something that I already know. Because apparently my brain has developed past the point where I can intake any new information.
Oh, I know that feeling. Oh, man. When you're, what is it? Your frontal lobe is fully developed. No, you can't learn anything anymore. Yeah. I can only remember nostalgically.
So is she, Thalia, is she in anything? Is she someone that could be recognized?
Yes, she's played by Tuesday Weld, who is very...
What a name.
Yeah.
They don't be calling people the days of the week anymore.
No.
Or months, because that makes me think of the lady in Mad Men, Betty Draper, who's played by January Jones.
January
Another
Jones.
amazing name.
Surely that's a stage name.
That would be worth looking up.
Yeah, I had Tuesday Weld on Google, but I'm gonna look up January Jones now.
I wouldn't say it has to be. It's kind of on that level where I feel like that could very much be real.
Wikipedia isn't giving me like a born ... like, oh, it's
I think that might just be her, man.
January Kristen Jones. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Yeah, January Jones is cool. Tuesday Weld.
She was... I didn't actually do much research into her, but I'm pretty sure she was a child star in the 50s. She was actually 15 when they filmed this episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's a very talented actress. She went on to be like I want to say shotgun blonde. What's the word? Bombshell. Blonde bombshell. Yes.
Yeah. Classic darling type. Yeah.
Yes. She was in Looking for Mr. Goodbar. That is a movie with Diane Keaton, where she's a teacher. She got an Emmy for The Winter of Our Discontent and a BAFTA for Once Upon a Time in America.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and she's a very famous person, and she had a pretty hectic life. I haven't actually researched that, but from the bits of information I was getting from my other research, it always was pointing back to her having like a pretty hectic and not always good life.
Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we'll explore into that later in the show, which means you guys have to stick around.
Yeah, stick around to find out about Tuesday Weld's hectic life.
You couldn't possibly find out any other way except from us. Do not look it up, because you guys are meant to be me.
Yes.
Coming in blind.
Yes, unless you've already seen the show before, and then you're me. And I don't know, so then you can't know. You guys see how it works.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've made a segment that is a bunch of references that mostly you're not going to get.
Sick.
But the people who are me listening to this, who've already seen Dobie Gillis, they're going to be laughing their asses off listening to this.
The whole show, the whole concept of this is you saying things to me that I kind of don't get.
Yeah.
So...
I'm having a great time.
I'm feeling great.
Okay, so this segment is called You Rank.
Okay. You rank?
Yes. And so,
I rank.
Yes, I've made a 6-tier scale for you to rank this episode on. If you absolutely loved it, it goes in the Great Tawny Animal tier. If it was pretty good, you put it in the Good Buddy tier. If it was okay, it goes in the No Offense, None Taken tier. If it was a bit hard to get through, it goes in the Work tier. And if it was really bad, you put it in the Nasty, Nasty Boy tier. And if you think it should be stricken from the record entirely, you put it in the I gotta kill that boy, I just gotta.
I knew you were gonna have that. Look, I don't remember the names of the tiers, but I'm sure we'll
You want them
work
again?
around it. No. Actually, can you just do Nasty Nasty Boy again?
Nasty boy.
Okay, cool. It's hard to. A lot of people go into tier listings. They've seen the whole property.
Yeah.
So that makes this hard.
You're blind ranking.
I'm blind ranking. And I'm not only blind ranking, because even when you blind rank, usually you have a theme and you have a general idea about the other things that are going to come in. But I don't know any of the other episodes. So this is just pretty good. Didn't like LOL.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't LOL at all?
I didn't well
I
partner was still
LMFAO.
asleep in bed next to me.
Oh, you watched this under circumstances.
So I didn't ruffle meow. I didn't turn into a ruffle copter or anything. Yeah, the blade spun, but the ruffle copter didn't take off.
Okay.
What's one above just okay?
Good buddy.
I think this is, and there's two above that.
There's one above that.
That's the tawny owl.
Great tawny animal.
Great tawny animal.
But the tawny owl, that is a real owl. This is the great tawny animal is what Dobie calls any woman that he's into.
This one gets a good buddy.
Okay, all
Definitely.
right. Yeah.
But what
I reckon
would be
that's
interesting
yeah.
is down the line, maybe as an end of season retrospective,
Mm-hmm.
would I place the episodes in the same place that I
Yeah.
did live as I was watching them? 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, the way we rate everything is comparison, I think.
Yeah.
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 No, you know what? I don't want to know where you would put this, but maybe at the end of the season, I'd be interested in where you'd put this. I feel like if you tell me where you'd put this, it puts too many ideas into my head about whether the show just gets better, just gets worse, this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'd love to leave it for now.
Okay, sweet.
If that works for you.
Okay, season 1, episode 2, The Best Dressed Man. This first aired on October 6th, 1959. That week, The Twilight Zone first aired. The USSR's Luna 3 sent back the first pictures from the far side of the moon. And Shostakovich's first cello concerto premiered at the Leningrad Observatory.
Damn.
This was a week of Soviet wins.
Yeah, this would have had... and I'm interested... Do you know how this show charted? What was the viewership like? Was it popular?
It was very popular. It wasn't as popular as the Beverly Hillbillies and Leave It to Beaver, but it was quite popular.
Okay.
And it already, I should have said this at the start. The idea for this show started off as short stories that were in a newspaper or magazine. And they started
was it like
being
a
written.
comic strip, or was it just short stories?
Short stories. They were written they started in 1945.
Damn.
So, and then they were first actually compiled into a book in 1953. So there was a fandom already for the show before it even started. And there was a failed pilot that I couldn't find, but apparently exists from like 2 or 3 years earlier than this pilot. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this show was popular, and how much do I say? It was popular from the get-go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In this episode, Dobie launches a runway offensive against the wealthy, better-dressed hunk, Milton Armitage, his competitor for teen gold digger Thalia Menninger. This is the IMDb. I don't think that she's a teen gold digger. She is a teen, but not a gold digger.
I mean,
she's kind of she's...
As of this episode, could it really be misconstrued?
Yeah. I mean, she's not a gold digger selfishly, really. I mean, she's trying to... I think that the patriarchal system has put her in a spot where that's her only option.
Yeah, they do hint at that in this episode, because she gives the story about why she wants the money.
Yes.
With the sick family and etc.
Yes, her father's got a kidney condition, her mother's not getting any younger, and her sister married a slob.
Not getting any younger is one of those brutal conditions that those in the 50s had to suffer.
Yeah.
Now we have Revitalift. And that slides nicely into today's sponsor. L'Oreal's Revitalift.
With extra collagen. Hyaluronic acid.
We couldn't get Blue Chew, so we got Revitalift.
Did you notice how in the credits of the show they would have the sponsor in the corner and it'll be like a shampoo or like a packet of cigarettes just like as a picture in the corner of the
like
credits?
The end credits.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. They're short the end credits, aren't they? I don't feel like I was paying much. Like by the time I got to the credits, I was like, scrolling looking for episode 2.
Okay. What about when you got to the end credits of episode 2?
Good question. I was probably thinking about what I was going to eat for breakfast, which
Which
ended up being nothing. So
no breakfast.
yeah, failure of a life I live. Well, I was seeing my family for lunch. I thought always a lot happening there. So
Okay, yeah.
starve myself so I can gorge on free food.
I see.
Save the mini Weet-Bix for tomorrow.
Mini Weet-Bix are better than big Weet-Bix, I reckon.
Yeah, like the little rectangular prisms.
Yeah. Yeah, they're because of. Wait, are you getting the ones with the little like fruits in them?
Sometimes I do. Today I've got honey, but
Okay.
yeah, both good.
Yeah. I remember. Were they Weet-Bix bites?
Yes.
Yeah.
Weet-Bix bites. Yeah.
So much better than regular Weet-Bix.
Texturally and flavor wise.
Yeah.
Flavorfully. Yeah.
Saborically?
They kill. Yeah. I think it's to do with like, how if you have a chicken breast, right, and you marinate it, that's pretty cool, but you get a lot of flavor just kind of on the outside.
Yes.
But
It's a surface area.
It's a surface area thing, because if you cut it up into little bits and they're all marinated, you're getting like more bang for your buck.
Yes.
That's how I feel about the mini Weet-Bix.
So, so surely the optimal Weet-Bix would be a powderous substance.
But then I think it's a balance, because like texture is a component.
True.
And no one wants to have powdered breakfast. Well,
astronauts. I think that's more of a necessity though than actually. The astronauts' taste preference just tends to be for powdered foods.
Yeah, I think so. I think if they could choose to have Weet-Bix bites sent up with them, they would. Australian astronauts anyway.
Yeah. We got to look into the
feeling.
Artemis 2 mission and see if they had Weet-Bix bites up there.
They have Weet-Bix in.
Oh yes, I've heard that.
In the United Kingdom.
Whenever fucking Sean used to say Weet-Bix, I'd catch myself.
Sean, who is British.
Yeah. Weet-Bix, yeah. It freaks me out, man. Why did they have to change that?
I don't know. But I didn't notice any of the sponsors. No. But I love, and I should have mentioned this for episode 1, I love the Peanuts-esque intro to the show. The hand-drawn little fun. Yeah. Yes,
that animation style is UPA, United Productions of America. I did
it's a thing.
Yeah, I did a Wikipedia rabbit hole on that as well. What was the interesting, weird tidbit of information that I got out of it? Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm getting sidetracked here. But yes, that has a name. That's the UPA style.
Okay.
Yeah, and
nice style.
It makes Dobie look really creepy. He like looks
he's
through
peering through the hole in the wall.
Yeah,
isn't he?
a hole in the fence, and then he does that weird like come hither type.
There are, I believe, if I'm recalling the intro correctly, multiple women in that hole.
Yes, there are.
That is a little.
That's a little
hint.
Little
tidbit. When I come down the line.
Yes.
But I would have assumed that it wouldn't just be the one forever. But
yeah. Thalia is not the type of girl to stick around like entertaining and humoring Dobie forever. Eventually, she's going to figure out that he doesn't have initiative.
Yes. There's no initiative. That is a blonde bombshell darling way to talk.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what they train you if you want to be like big in Hollywood back then.
Yeah.
You gotta say initiative.
Yeah. Okay, in this episode, I got halfway through the.
Well,
And then,
what do you want?
Sorry.
A plot summary?
Yes.
They can go to Wikipedia for that. You need some charisma. You need some Weet-Bix.
True.
Anyway.
When Dobie's grosser father, Herbert, and that's grosser, Grocecer. Groceer. I know I said it like Grosser.
Grosser than who?
Even grosser than Dobie. When Dobie's father, Herbert, refuses to finance a clothing binge, Dobie talks a local haberdasher into letting Dobie secretly model the shop's best outfits to promote the store's business and counter Maynard and the Beat Generation's anti-fashion values. Now, does Cardo recognize?
Ooh, there's more going on.
Yes. Do you recognize
Villain, right?
Milton Armitage?
I don't recognize Milton Armitage.
Have you heard the name Warren Beatty before?
I have not heard the name Warren Beatty before.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you'll tell him that he was like my dad or something. And I'll be like, oh yeah, true. I'm bad with names.
That's crazy that you've never heard the name Warren Beatty before.
Should I have?
Yes. He is a legendary actor of like, he's like in that same ballpark as like Charlton Heston or Robert Redford.
Who? No, I know his names.
He was in, he went on to star in the late 60s in Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh yeah, I know the one.
And Dick Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys can't hear this, but I'm doing aggressive hand signals.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm giving you what you want. The opportunity to like, say more information on these things, but I'm looking over at you and you look angry.
I'm actually shocked because
this is good for the art form.
What I was expecting was you to be like, oh no, I don't recognize him, and then I'll be like, have you heard the name Warren Beatty? And then you'd be like, whoa, I can't believe it's Warren Beatty.
Dad, is that you?
So now I'm like dumbfounded. Like my big reveal was like,
it's still cool.
Usurped. I can't believe I've been usurped.
You said Dick Tracy, and I was like, that was the moment. You go down until you find something that I know.
Did you recognize the haberdasher?
No.
He's the legendary, have you heard his name? Mel Blanc?
That sounds more familiar than Mr. Beatty.
You've probably read this name in the credits. He is known as the Man of 1,000 Voices. He is like one of the most prolific and successful and famous voice actors before Nolan North took over that title.
Oh, yeah.
He voiced a whole bunch of Looney Tunes characters, including Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tweety Bird, Sylvester, Yosemite Sam, Wile E. Coyote, The Roadrunner, Speedy Gonzales, Marvin the Martian, Foghorn Leghorn, The Tasmanian Devil, Pepe Le Pew, Perky Pig, and Elmer Fudd.
Okay, so he's like the guy.
He is the guy.
That is definitely the guy. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I did enjoy his character quite a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course. He was, as with everything in this show, it's approached with like a weird heart. Like he's down on his luck and happy to play into the advertising scam thing that Dobie puts forth.
Everyone trusts Dobie a lot in this show.
Yeah, well, I guess that's pivotal to making it work. But yeah, no, he was good. He was good. If we're doing first impressions on this episode,
yeah.
I was sold. I was sold. I like in particular that Thalia just kind of loves playing them off against each other.
Yeah.
And is just sitting there having a grand old time.
Yeah.
I wonder when the montage came to be a cinematic technique. Because there is a montage in this episode.
I've watched video essays about this. Because in old classic movies, there are a lot fewer montages and a lot more like explicit stating of when things started and finished and how things go together. And then I think Hitchcock was big in just being like, yeah, let's just let the audience figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
give them enough so that they get the vibe of it without telling them everything. Oh, I wish I could give you a better answer.
That's a good answer as far as I'm concerned.
I should have asked you in the last episode as well. Did you see the ending coming? Did you see the twist coming?
No, but my brain did I thought it was funny that they showed the back of the person who took the ticket.
Yes.
But I didn't stop and think. I was ready, I was trying to pay attention.
Okay.
I knew we were doing this and stuff, so I was trying to not get too internal and then miss a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So I clocked that they showed only the back, and I thought that's weird, but I didn't think about why that might have been. So no, I didn't see the twist coming. Yeah, I thought it was very fun and clever.
In this episode, the moment where at the end of that montage, when Dobie comes out in the ridiculous barbershop quartet type outfit, so good. And when he puts his cane down and
sits on it.
yeah. It opens up.
It's like a chair cane.
Yeah,
it's sick.
Yeah, that is mad.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
I too.
And I love when Milton said about his 16-foot long closet. Yeah. It's so weirdly suggestive without being. Let's say his suits are 2 inches thick, which is generous, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
If he keeps his suits 6 inches apart, like he says, he's probably got 24 suits. That's a lot of fucking suits.
That's pretty impressive. That's quite a lot of suits.
On one of the signs, it says that 2 boxes of crackers is 59 cents.
Oh, here we go.
How much would that convert
but
to?
Then Thalia says they're $59. You doing me that dirty with the conversions again?
Yeah. How much does 59 cents convert to?
Oh my god. Okay. 59 cents is roughly a tenth of $5. Which converted to $56, right?
Yep. I'm following you. This is like watching.
So a tenth of $56 is, $5.6. But they were 59 cents. So we got let's say it's $6. $6.
Yeah, there's $6.70.
I'm telling you, man, I'm not gonna I'm going to keep it up on this. I'm going to be good. I'm going to remember.
Eventually, you're going to be, exact.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can narrow down and get even closer.
And that is $9.52 Australian. Imagine paying almost $10 for 2 boxes of crackers.
I don't have to imagine it. I went to the store today.
No.
And the grocery prices are atrocious. It's not... Well, okay, it's not that much money, but it's not far off in a way that seems so ridiculous. It's cost of living, man.
Yeah, if we'd started this podcast 3 or 4 years ago, this conversion thing would be...
It would be more mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I hope there's a point in one of these episodes where there's a house that someone wants to buy.
Yeah.
We do the conversion. It's going to blow our fucking brains off, man.
Now when you're watching every episode, whenever they mention an amount of money, your mind is going to be racing.
Oh, yes.
You're going to have to go back 10 seconds a few times just to actually listen to what's going on.
I'm also, it's going to be interesting because I feel like the vibe I'm going to bring to future podcast episodes is very different. I know now that I'm going to be quizzed and judged.
Yeah.
And also that I still can't Google anything. And I will not Google anything. And I won't find out whether I do recognize these people or not. Yeah. Even if I do, I'm at such a disadvantage because I have to know based on just looking at them. I can't go look them up.
That's what recognizing is.
I can't... Funny. But then I can't take the extra step and be like, where do I know them from? And Google them and then be like, holy shit. That's Iron Man.
Fuck, he knows Robert Downey Jr. is in season 3.
Dobie gets us swapped out for a sardonic type of character. Thalia. Yeah, no. Yes, the montage, the sitting on the cane,
So good.
the 6 inches apart. That assumes he's just wearing suits too.
True.
He would have to have other clothes about.
We only see him wearing suits though.
That's true.
And he wears suits to school, and the kids roast him for it.
On the school thing, something that I found strange between episode 1 and 2
Mm-hmm.
was that Dobie acts like Dobie
Dolby Digital.
Dolby Atmos has said this before we started this.
Yeah.
Dobie, I feel like you know what I'm going to say.
Yes, I know
Dobie
exactly.
acts like he has just met Thalia for the first time, but he shares one, potentially more classes
Yeah.
with her
Yes.
and sits assumedly relatively close to her because they're not particularly big classes.
Yeah.
I found that very unusual, but also pretty classic in a way that like other shows that are about school or things like that will often just like combine these people together. Community was very knowing about that trope in its first episode, and they bring everyone together as like a study group for Spanish.
Yeah.
And then the characters are very knowingly like almost winking at the camera like, we love each other so much, we're going to pick all the same classes.
Oh, yeah.
So that we're always in the same classes with the same zany professors for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, this show is not on the same writing level as Community. It ain't the Beverly Hillbillies, but it sure as hell ain't Arrested Development. You know?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything else different about the school or the characters in the school between the first and the second episode?
That is a good question. I don't remember much about the school component of episode 1. If I'm being honest with you, I can't put my finger on it. How much school was there?
There's a scene where Maynard has I don't know what kind of device he has, but it seems like he's got a little Walkman.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he has a radio where he can plug the earpiece into his ear.
Yeah, he's got an iPhone.
It's pretty much got an iPod Touch.
Yeah, and it gets taken off Maynard like almost immediately.
Yeah.
So once in, and then he keeps doing the jazz thing.
Yeah.
No, I haven't picked up on any. There's differences there. There's
Mr. Pomfret is played by a completely different actor. Same character, different actor.
Holy shit. I'm embarrassed.
I actually can't believe you didn't notice that guy.
It's in black and white. I'm looking at it on a phone.
Oh yeah, you're
It was
watching
8 a.m. Like,
you gotta have it on low brightness so you don't wake up your partner.
somewhat true.
But yeah, Mr. Pomfret is played by that one guy in the first episode, and then for the next 4 seasons, he's played by the other actor.
Common for pilots. I think that's part of why I didn't like necessarily clock it, is because pilots are usually, to my understanding, shot like quite a lot earlier than the remainder of shows, and there's often like these big drastic changes, and I'm quite used to just like knowing that episode 2s are usually going to be quite different from pilots, and sometimes that's casting. Yeah.
There are drastic changes coming up as well.
Cool. Can't wait.
Yeah. So let's move it on to U Rank.
U Rank.
The 6-point system for U Rank goes with... If you think you absolutely loved it, it's in the best of the best, it goes in the Great Tawny Animal tier. If it was pretty good, like the first episode, you put it in the Good Buddy tier. If it was okay, it goes in the No Offense, None Taken tier. If it was a bit hard to get through, it goes in the Work tier. If it was really bad, you put it in the Nasty, Nasty Boy tier. And if you think it should be struck from the record entirely, you put it in the I gotta kill that boy, I just got it tier.
So, I feel like there are 3 tiers below average, but only 2 above. And it's kind of killing me.
Okay. We should add another one.
Yeah, we can add a...
Maybe.
I don't know any of the references.
All right, I gotta add another one. Where do you want it to be?
I want it to be between good boy, good fella,
good buddy,
and the
Great Tawny Animal. Okay.
Because I feel like that might be where I put this episode.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason I mention it. It's because I'm gonna know a tawny animal when I see one, much like Dobie.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna know a tawny animal when I see one. I enjoyed the episode a lot. Happy to put it in good buddy tier because I feel like they're kind of comparable, but I also like want to be a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
And rate some things a little differently.
Okay.
So let's call it good buddy for now. When we return,
Yeah. I'll come up with a new rank that's between good buddy and great tawny animal.
and one of us, like the professor, will be recasted.
Yeah. Please don't be me. Please don't be me.
Yeah.
Please don't be me. I need this, man.
But yeah, no, good buddy for me. I definitely enjoyed. Did you enjoy the episode?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's so hard to add my critiques of it without talking about the rest of the show in comparison to it. The gags are funny. I love Maynard. He's like such a subversive character for this time. You would not expect to see a character like him on TV. But he's also like stereotyped in such a funny way that it's like I can't imagine someone like who goes around in average like daily life as a teenager in the Midwest in 1959 also wearing those raggedy ass dirty clothes.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like he's Pigpen from Peanuts,
Yeah.
He may as well have like a stink cloud with some flies around him,
Yeah. The holes in the shirt are like on the nose.
Yeah.
Like in an insane way.
He's so over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Thalia in this episode. Yeah, seeing the characters this early in their development whilst also knowing where it's all gonna go is so different. I wish I could explain to you, but that's the whole concept of the show.
Yeah.
There's also one of the major characters in the entire show has not been introduced yet.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, probably the third most important character after Dobie and Maynard is not in the show yet at all. Hasn't been introduced.
No kidding. All right.
I think they are introduced in the next episode.
I can't wait.
And now it's time to finish with the ultimate mystery question.
I'm gonna fail this like just all the others.
You only get one guess at the ultimate mystery question. And if you get it wrong, I won't tell the answer. I'll just ask it again at the end of the next episode.
Gotcha.
So it's like a jackpot at the Bijou Theatre. Okay. Today's ultimate mystery question is: which classic cartoon is loosely based on the main characters of this show?
Which classic cartoon is loosely based on the main characters of this show?
And I'll tell you that you haven't met one of the main characters of the show yet.
Okay. So, all right. I like this because I'm stabbing in the dark now. If I nail it,
I'm going to have to come up with
crazy.
another ultimate mystery question.
Is it, first thing that popped into my head, is it the Jetsons?
No, it's not the Jetsons. You're in the right era, definitely.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not. Okay, fine. Maybe it won't take me that many stabs.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know the cartoon at all.
No, I think you know it. If you know the Jetsons, you know this one.
Excellent.
So yeah, the next episode we'll do season 1, episodes 3 and 4, where I'm pretty sure the next most important character is introduced.
Sweet.
Is there anything else that we should say before we go out?
I don't think so.
No,
I think I'm good.
We should have made. I'll make like an outro with the credits, and I'll put like Marlboro cigarettes in the corner or something like that. Like shampoo bottle or something like that.
Nah, sounds good. See you all next time.
See ya.